welcome to the channel. Thank you all so much for joining me today. It's the Empress here, and in today's video we are going to be doing a pick a card reading, looking at any messages that Spirit may have for my star seeds and light workers out here, any guidance or advice that Spirit has for you at this time, as well as any healing messages or any guidance in regards to your journey, your path, or your purpose. So go ahead, grab yourself a notebook if you feel called to do so, a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, pull up a chair, and sit for a spell. All right, beautiful souls, out in front of us here we have the pile selection, the card selection, and I'm going to ask you guys to take a couple of deep breaths, really try to ground yourself, tune into your guides, tune into your intuition, connect to like your third eye energy, and really ask which one of these piles is holding the messages that you need to hear today at the time that you are watching this video. Once you have done that, I will have the timestamps to the beginning of each specific reading, along with the links to the cards that I'm using and the link to my Etsy store for anyone who's interested in purchasing a personalized reading. I will have all of that information in the description box below, and out in front of you here we have pile number 1, 2, and 3. So go ahead and pause the video if you still need a moment, and I am going to go ahead and move on to pile number 1. Hello, my beautiful group number 1. Those of you that chose pile number 1, this reading is for you. And starting off here, you guys chose this beautiful clear quartz point. So I do feel for you guys that Spirit is going to be pointing something out for you. Interesting. Amplifying or really magnifying a particular area of your life. And I also feel for some of you guys that there's like a connection to the higher self or an expansion of the higher self coming in here for you guys. That it's very powerful, like something is being very magnified for you guys. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting from this, very directed as well, like your energy is being very directed towards something for group number 1. So starting off, before we get into these cards here, I'm going to shuffle a card out to get the overall energy of the reading for group number 1. Okay. And this is the image on your card here. So the butterfly here speaks of transformation. And I also find it very interesting that it's almost like this butterfly has wings. It's almost like this transformation is connecting you to a higher sense of self, or to your higher self. Interesting. So let's go ahead and read the message here. This is the throat chakra. Express your truth. This chakra is the origin of expression. It is the source of the life spark that inspires your aliveness and stokes the creative fires in others. This is the outer sharing of your inner being, the glowing song of your soul on the winds of your flight to understanding more of who you are. Connect to the crew of your potential and take it further than you could have imagined. As spirit fuses into the tangible, it actualizes as a platform for greater experience, and new facets are sculpted, seeded, and shared as a fractal of light in the form of your own unique language. So this is very interesting here for group number 1. The energy that energy that was very directed, I feel, is the energy that's coming like from your throat chakra. I feel for group number 1 that your words are holding a lot of power right now. It's like the power in your words is being very amplified. So for some of you guys, you may be going through like a throat chakra awakening or transformation or expansion, or really an understanding of how your words create outside of you, which is very, very powerful. So some of you guys, star seeds, light workers, may be coming into a time where you are healing with your words, or where you are doing public speaking or teaching something in the public eye, or for people to help heal them in some way, shape, or form. Interesting. So let's go ahead and get into these first cards here for group number 1 and see what we have going on. We have alchemy, Okay, and this is kind of like the temperance energy. This is what I'm seeing here for you guys, is this is your inner and outer world merging together as one, your inner and outer world coming together, your heart and your head coming together. So there is a coming together, a fusion happening for those of you that chose group number 1. So this is a very healing time for those of you that chose this pile, even if it doesn't seem like it, because it may be kind of out of balance at the time that you're watching this video. You may be really recognizing where your inner world and your outer world don't align, where they aren't the same, and where your head and your heart are in conflict with each other. Like, this energy may be very loud for you right now, and that's because you have to see where it is in order to merge them together as one. You have to see where they don't match in order to see how the energy needs to transform. Wow. And then we have Master of Chalices coming out here. So you guys may really work with a lot of the emotional body. You may really work with transmuting kind of trauma or traumatic emotions in yourself and potentially in others, or you may be entering a time where you are going to be helping others kind of transmute traumatic emotions, or really get in tune with their intuition and really get in tune with like their inner kind of voice, their inner voice. So with you guys having this expansion in your throat chakra, it's connecting you to people who need your healing guidance to help awaken them to their inner voice. So by bringing your voice outside of you, you are healing people's inner voice. That's very interesting. And then we have the Seven of Chalices. So there are a lot of options. There may even be a lot of confusion surrounding this for you guys. You may have a lot of people surrounding you at this point in time too. I feel for group number 1 that you are here to help people kind of dissolve this illusion. You are here to help people really get their head and their heart in alignment. You are here to help people find their inner voice. That's a very powerful message here. You guys are here to help other people find their inner voice, and this is a time that you are coming into that. But in order to be able to do this on like the next level, you guys have to transform your own inner voice and make it match your exterior voice. So you guys are leveling up in order to better serve and better help other people heal their intuition, help other people heal their like empathic energies as well, really helping people recognize and see their internal self. So you guys may really be in like a spiritual career, or want to go into a spiritual career path in the physical world, really wanting to build a business or to work in a spiritual related field, or to do public speaking about spirituality or about intuition or about spiritual gifts and abilities. You may even help people get in tune or in touch with their own spiritual abilities. It's like your power is going to be in your words through this next phase of your life. So teaching and really helping people find their own inner voice being very significant for group number 1. Wow. I really like that. So let's get some more cards here for group number 1. We have sacred gratitude, reverent appreciation, and prayer. So not only are you expanding in your voice outside of you, but you're expanding in your voice and your connection to spirit, expanding in your ability to communicate with spirit, to communicate with your inner self and with your environment. Wow. And we also have earth magic, fearlessness, and removing obstacles. So for some of you guys, you may have really struggled with communication up until this point. You may have really struggled with creative expression up until this point, and that is changing. And I feel for group number 1 here that there is something coming in that is going to make you want to give so much appreciation and gratitude to source and to whatever it is that's coming in. Like there is like resources, or there is some sort of information or some sort of connection that is coming in here for group number 1 that is going to remove these obstacles that are in front of you, that is going to allow you to push through, to take this new power that you are gaining and to level up. There's something coming in here to help you level up, and you are going to be so appreciative of it. For some of you guys, this may be with like this prayer, this sacred gratitude. This may be something that you've been asking for from spirit, some sort of resources or some sort of energy to come your way so that you can take the next step, so that you can level up, so that you can go to the next floor, essentially. Like there is something big happening here for group number 1. You guys are definitely expanding, being activated in the throat chakra, and kind of like leveling up. Our next card here is Hyrith, and this is longing for home and homesick for the stars. So for some of you guys, I see that here in the 7 of Chalices, that you guys are searching for something outside of you. Again, like I said, you may have been praying for that. You may have been asking for that. For some of you guys, it's a new home. For some of you guys, it's the ability to move away from home or the resources that you need to be able to overcome any blockages. And for some of you guys, with this enhanced communication to source, to spirit, and to your inner self, on top of the enhanced communication into your environment, there is going to be a connection coming in here to like your star family or like your soul tribe, being very connected to that. And it's really going to help you ease this homesick feeling or ease this need to constantly be searching for what feels like home. So a lot of you guys finding what home feels like through this time as well. Wow. So let's get you guys some tarot. Okay, so we have the Tree of Life coming out here. So yeah, there's definitely like manifestation energy, wholeness coming in here in a very powerful way. We have the 6 of Swords, overcoming conflict, removing these obstacles again, overcoming limiting beliefs, overcoming limited communication. Wow. So there's definite movement in the throat chakra for sure. Movement in communication, like in the air element. And then we have the 6 of Coins. Yes, overcoming physical limitations as well. This is those physical resources coming in to kind of balance the scales. This is some of you guys, this is recognition for the power that you have, like somebody else recognizing you, or somebody that you may have helped in a very significant way, somebody that you may have worked with your healing kind of energies in a very powerful way, kind of paying you back for what they feel like you did for them. There's somebody coming to you, offering you some sort of money or finances or resources or stability because of what you've done for them in the past. So there's some sort of energy being reciprocated to group number 1 here, because of the light that you gave to them previously. It's like they're going to be coming back into your life or coming back to you to reciprocate that, to pay you back. It's like some sort of karmic debt being paid back to you. Interesting. This could be a romantic person. This could be a friend or a partner, a business partner coming into play here for some of you guys as well. But this could definitely be somebody coming back that was very significant to you, whether it be a friend or a romantic partner, or even a family member coming back to you saying, look, I was wrong, and offering you an apology as well. That energy is coming in here, like communicating to you how they actually feel, communicating to you where they went wrong, or like some sort of appreciation being given to you. Wow. And then we have the Nine of Cups. So there's wish fulfillment coming in here in a very powerful way. This is a very positive reading. It's like so much energy coming back to you guys with your ability to express yourself verbally into the physical world. You guys are overcoming limiting beliefs, limiting mindsets, conflict in creation. You guys are overcoming certain obstacles that have kept you from being able to manifest, even for some of you guys. So there's a lot of healing coming in here and a lot of energy coming back to you. Being able to be self-sufficient, being able to be proud of how far you've come is an energy that I'm feeling here very strongly. Being very stable in your being very stable in your home, in your community, feeling like you are at home instead of feeling like you're constantly missing something. Like this feeling of feeling like something's missing all the time is really being healed for group number one. Wow. I'm feeling like all of this energy where you guys may have lived your life up until now saying, well, if this would have happened differently, or if this person would have done this instead, or if it would have went this way instead of this way, then things would be different. It's like all of that energy is being transmuted and so much energy is coming back to you and showing you like why things had to happen the way they did. And then we have the Knight of Cups. So yeah, there's definitely somebody coming back and offering you some sort of apology or communication, offering you some sort of appreciation, wanting to tell you how you helped them, wanting to tell you how you helped heal them, how you affected them, wanting to share their emotions for you. For some of you guys, somebody may be offering you love or coming in and offering you some sort of offer of love or romance or partnership. So there's definitely a lot of water energy here, as well as some sort of like physical manifestation. And those of you who have been trying to like manifest money or stability or like a home, and somebody comes in to offer you money or to pay for some sort of services or something like that, like I feel whatever it is that you've been trying to manifest is going to come through somebody from your past. Potentially for a lot of you guys, it's going to come through somebody from your past coming back to offer you something. And for those of you whom somebody from your past doesn't come into play, this is still going to come through like another person that's trying to pay you for some sort of service or even donate to you. Somebody may be donating to you or to a particular cause that allows you to kind of level up. Wow. Then we have the Six of Cups as well. So we have the Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. And the Six is all about overcoming conflict. It's all about overcoming imbalance. We have 3 of the 4 sixes here, and this is your past. This is past emotional trauma. This is nostalgia. This is memories of certain people. This, again, it's like this energy of the past coming back to balance the scales for group number 1 in a very large way. Like this is a very large turning point for group number 1 in your life. This is where you overcome all of the obstacles that have held you back for group number 1. This is where you believe in who you are. This is where you believe in what you have to offer to people. This is where you believe you're worthy of being paid for the services that you offer. This is where you overcome any past trauma or emotional pain that you may have been holding on to by helping other people heal theirs. Wow. So let's go ahead and get a couple more cards here for group number 1. We have Healing Earth, the power to give and receive healing. Yes, so we have Earth Magic and Healing Earth. So there's definitely like physical energy coming in here for group number 1 in a very powerful way to help you level up, to help you heal other people, and to overcome certain limitations or blockages that you may be experiencing, especially in finances or resources for group number 1. And then we also have tenderness, true love, and compassion. The bottom of the deck is deep emotions, unknown feelings, past life influences. Yeah, so there's like karmic debt being cleared here for group number 1. as well as like it's like an emotional cleansing and emotional healing coming in a very powerful way. There's a lot of emotion here. So group number one, you may really be empaths and coming into a time where you were able to communicate your true emotions, where you were able to ask for what you want, to really speak your truth, being very significant here for group number one. So let's pull you guys one final message from Spirit, any guidance or advice or anything I may have missed for group number one. We have wisdom. See your adversaries as opportunities to expand your spiritual light. Yeah, so there is a lot of things that you're going to be seeing on a more positive note. You're going to be seeing all of this conflict, all of these limitations as an opportunity to find a way to grow, to find a way to overcome these obstacles instead of using them as a way to not move forward. You guys really want to move forward. That energy is going to be very amplified for you. Wow. So yeah, very powerful things happening here. A lot of blockages being cleared, a lot of energy being overcame, a lot of blockages being removed, obstacles being removed. The bottom of the deck here is inner alchemy, which we have alchemy here. Inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. It's a very powerful message, especially with the messages coming out here about aligning your inner and outer world. Reacting to your fear with love will allow you to react to the fear outside of you with love as well. Wow. So very beautiful things happening for group number one, but these are the messages that I am seeing for you. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know how it resonated, let me know what kinds of videos you guys would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number two. Those of you that chose pile number two, this reading is for you. And starting off here, you guys chose this white howlite pyramid. And the biggest energy that I'm getting from this for group number two is that there is some sort of anger that is trying to be released or healed for you guys. White howlite is very good for working with anger. It's very good for like soothing anger. So for some of you guys here, there may be like an activation or initiation into like the fire element for you guys, creativity into like your purpose or like an enhancement of energy in some way, shape, or form. And there is a message here for you guys to be mindful of anger, of aggression, as the fire energy can really enhance that. So let's go ahead for group number two, and we are going to pull a card here for you guys and see the overall energy of this reading for you before we get into the rest of your cards. So group number two, the overall energy of this reading. Okay. Oh, I absolutely love this image here. So this is the image here for you guys, and there is this energy of creation coming to mind for me in this image, like this energy of flow, of creation, of beauty coming in here, purpose. Interesting. So let's go ahead here, and we have surrender. Trusting that we can achieve more by loosening control can take great courage. Sometimes the most constructive way forward is to stop forcing things into being, rather than following, inviting, and drawing a project into being. The energy here is of frustration, as if you are pushing something heavy up a mountain and gravity or flow doesn't seem to be on your side. Use this awareness as a guide when you start to detour from your path. When control is released, so too is resistance. Loosen your hold on the reins and know the universe will catch you. Trust, let the great mysteries reveal themselves. Yeah, so again, it's like this frustrating energy. So for a lot of you guys that chose this pile here, I do feel that a big part of your anger or aggression or frustrations is coming because something isn't working out the way you wanted it to, or isn't going as planned, or you guys are trying to force something into being, even though you guys may need to like alter your creative process or alter the steps that you need to take to get to what you're trying to do. There's something here where there's force trying to be applied to this creation for you guys. Interesting. So let's see what we have here in these cards, and then we will shuffle the rest out as we go. So we have Seeker of Chalices coming out here, and this is very interesting here. Because she is definitely like surrendering, and we have the chalices and like the bubbles and the orbs here, and then she's surrendering, and we have the planets and the stars here. So very similar kind of imagery, very similar energy coming out here. So again, for you guys really needing to surrender to your intuition, to your guides, to the messages that you're receiving, even if you're being told to do something that you feel is above and beyond what you're capable of, or you're being told to do something that you feel is going to take you off of your path. Or for some of you guys here, you may be being asked to change directions altogether, or to do something that you don't see how it's related or connected to what you feel your purpose is. Wow. And it may really be kind of triggering. So for group number 2, I do feel like there's this element of triggers being shown to you, not only because things aren't necessarily going your way, or you're being asked to do something outside of your comfort zone, but this is also happening for you to be able to recognize where you still need healing, for you to be able to recognize what you're still holding on to, for you to be able to recognize where these triggers are coming from, where they are sourced at. And then we have reflection. Yeah, so there's definitely like some shadow work coming in here, definitely some internal kind of energy, like this need to look within, this need to surrender to your inner self, this need to surrender to the messages that you're receiving. And then we have the Sage of Flames. Yeah, and there's that fire energy coming in here. This is almost like Kundalini energy that I'm feeling here. So for some of you guys, you may be really activating like a life force energy within you, really activating life purpose, or really being very propelled forward in some way, shape, or form. And when this happens is when this anger is going to present itself, when you get this burst of energy, when things start moving, but maybe not in the way that you wanted them to. Be mindful of the anger, be mindful of the triggers for group number 2. So let's get you guys some more cards here. Okay, our first one here is innovation, new creations. Yes, there's definitely something here for group number 2 where you're being asked to create something new, or you're being given like, it's almost like divine downloads on how to create something, even though it may kind of lead you away from what you thought you were creating, or there's just this creative force coming in here for you guys. And we also have, wow, portal, infinite mind, awakening consciousness. So you guys are going through activations like crazy right now. Initiation, activation, stepping into purpose, stepping into creation, stepping into manifestation, really connecting to spirit, to your life force, really being enhanced in your energy field in a very major way for you guys. Really, really being led somewhere very, very strongly. Like, so for you guys, like the surrender energy, I really feel has a lot to do with going where you're being led, and creating what you're being asked to create. A lot of you guys may really feel like you're supposed to be going in a different direction, or you're supposed to be creating something else, or be doing something in a different way. And there's really a need for you to surrender to how things are unfolding, to surrender to the flow. Wow. And then look at this. We have forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had, be the leader you wish you had. A lot of you guys aren't wanting to go astray. You aren't wanting to carve this new path. You aren't wanting to change the way you're doing things. And for some of you guys, it's like this fear of being led astray. When you're your own leader, then you can't be led astray. When you're making your own path, you can't be led astray. And there's again energy of purpose, of like life path energy coming in here. And the bottom of the deck energy here is activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you are led. So you guys are being led by spirit, but you're being asked to take initiative to follow that guidance, to almost like to do what you're told. So let's get some tarot here for group number 2 and go a little deeper into these messages. We have the Palace of Wands coming out here. Yeah, so there's huge activations in your creative energy, huge inspiration, I feel, for group number 2. A huge inspiration or like divine idea, divine inspiration coming in here to boost some sort of energy level within you. And then we have strength, courage, power, self-identity. Like, you guys are coming into a time where you know who you are, where you're going, what you're doing, how you're doing it. There's just a need to not allow yourself to force things, but to stand strong and be courageous in what you are forging. Don't be scared to go higher. Don't be scared to go after something bigger. Don't be scared to really dream bigger. Really coming into this fire energy, this creative energy for group number 2 in a very powerful way. Wow. It's like you're co-creating with spirit here. And then we have the Queen of Swords being very decisive again in the actions that you're taking, being very independent and very courageous and very strong in yourself and in your creations. This is you guys not allowing other people or other situations, other places of creation to alter what you are creating. This is you guys not allowing other people to overstep your boundaries. This is you guys not allowing other people to alter what you're creating for acceptance. This is you guys no longer seeking acceptance, but seeking creation, seeking expression. Wow. So some of you guys may have struggled with codependency in your past. I'm getting that message here that you have worked really hard to kind of separate yourself from and come into a very independent energy, a very strong and courageous energy. And in this energy, you guys are, it's like you guys are claiming your power of some sort here. Claiming your truth. And then we have the Nine of Cups coming out here. This is fulfillment. This is independent fulfillment. This is you being happy. This is you getting your wishes fulfilled, your desires fulfilled, your creations manifested even. So there is a very large energy of independence here, being very independent, but also being like co-creating with spirit. So being very independent in the physical world, but really connecting to spirit and surrendering to that inspiration that you are being given. And then we have the 10 of Coins. Yeah, you guys are building a legacy, building a name for yourself, building success, building something that you can leave behind to your family, or like to leave behind in your will. Like, you guys may even be trying to build a business based off of creative ideas, or based off of writing a book, or making some kind of physical item. There's something here where you guys are going to be really creating a lot of abundance, a lot of success, and this is coming from your enhanced self-worth as well. And then we have the Chariot coming out here. Yeah, you guys forging your own way, really going after what you want, like charging after what you want, really creating what it is that you want instead of waiting for somebody else to do it for you or waiting for somebody else to figure out how to. And for some of you guys, this is bringing in a nurturing kind of energy. So there is an energy here for you guys that are watching this pile at this time of nourishment, of nurturing, of healing, of like your soul coming into play that's going to allow this to play out, that's going to allow you to surrender. So there's like a soothing of this anger, of this resentment, of this imbalanced fire energy that's coming in here in order to stabilize you, in order for you to be able to create, to be able to feel happy, to be able to attain success. There's a lot of success coming in here, a lot of like business and financial success coming in here for group number 2. So let's go ahead. A lot of independence, though. A lot of independence. Let's get some more cards. There is so much independence here with the Queen of Swords and the Strength card and the Nine of Cups and this reflection energy. There's so much independent energy here. So you guys may be stepping out of codependency, especially with this portal energy here, stepping out of codependency into independence and into creation. We have wisdom, learning, joy, art, and music. Yeah, see, there is definitely something here with you guys with creative energy, joy, art, music. How do you guys express yourself creatively? There's a need to tune into that energy and to learn about it. And then we have, yeah, sacred purpose, eternal flame, and ancestral legacy. How perfect is that? Yeah, you guys are really stepping into creating a legacy, stepping into a time where people know your name, people know who you are, people know what you do. So you're going to be very recognized for this. So either stepping into an activation of this energy or stepping into like a point in time in your life where you're going to be recognized. This can go either way. This is a general reading, so I do feel for this pile that there are some people here who are just being activated into this creative energy and finding their creative expression that they're going to build upon. But I also feel that some souls here have been building upon this creative expression, and they are coming into a time where they're going to start being paid. They're still going to start being recognized. There's like fame and fortune in the cards for group number 2. So let's pull you guys a couple last messages, or one last message from Spirit. Anything else that Spirit wants you to know or see, or anything I may have missed for group number 2. So you guys definitely heal through your creations. I just want to let you guys know that, like, your creations, your music, your art, whatever it is that you're making, helps other people heal. That's like where you guys put your light. That's how you give your light to other people. So don't ever doubt that. And then we have inner worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. So your guys' inner world is transforming, or has been transforming, so that your external, and now it's like this portal that you're stepping through is this portal of your external world changing to match your internal world. As you've done all this work inside, you've come into this independence, you've come into self-identity, courage, boundaries within yourself, and now your environment is changing in order to match this. And it's bringing in a lot of success and happiness for group number 2 in a very powerful way. But these are the messages that I am seeing for you guys. If this resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know how it resonated. Let me know what other kinds of videos you guys would like to see. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hello, my beautiful group number 3. Those of you that chose pile number 3, this reading is for you, and we are going to look at what messages Spirit has for you today. So starting off, we have this beautiful piece of amethyst that you guys chose, and the biggest message I'm getting from this stone here is a third eye, awakening, expansion, activations in the third eye, in your ability to visualize or manifest. There's something here with like the law of attraction and your third eye energy coming in very strongly with this stone. So let's go ahead here, and we are going to start off by pulling a card for the overall energy of this reading for group number 3. And then we will get into the rest of your cards. So group number 3, Lightworkers, Starseeds. Okay. And this is the image here for you guys. And again, I'm getting this energy of expansion or awakening in a very powerful way. We have the eye here. So let's go ahead, and we have Earth Star Chakra, initiation. You are standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and inner illumination to light the way. You have access to the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what we are. This place is clear and grounded, despite moving through multidimensional realms and being And despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality, the higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply to the earth. So the Earth Star Chakra is located beneath your feet, like 6 inches, I believe, beneath your feet. And it's kind of like your anchoring point to this dimension. So there is a message here to be very grounded, which makes sense with this third eye energy and this higher chakra energy, this higher self and this kind of spiritual energy. There is a need to be very grounded and stabilized as you work with this, or as you move through this awakening. There's awakening here in a very strong way for group number 3. So let's go ahead and get into your cards here, and we'll shuffle the rest out as we go. We have the 5 of Flames. So a lot of you guys may have really been in conflict in regards to what you believed you were capable of creating, or really been in conflict in regards to even what you believed in, or whether or not spirit actually wanted you to do something or to create something. There's something here for group number 3 where you have been doubting yourself, or been doubting spirit in some way, shape, or form, been doubting your purpose, your path, been doubting your abilities to manifest or to attract. Wow, and then we have the 3 of Crystals coming out here, and we have these clear quartz crystal points here. So for those of you whom may have been kind of back and forth between pile 1 and pile 3, this is a confirmation just for those of you who had that discrepancy, that there may be messages for you in that pile. We have the Trinity here, and this is you guys coming into finding your skill, honing your skills. This is you guys coming into finding that energy to create. This is you guys coming into like oneness, coming into unity with your skills, coming into recognition potentially of somebody, seeing what you're capable of. Some of you guys may be signing contracts to give your services to somebody else, or signing contracts even for somebody to give you services. There's something here where you guys are doubting it though. And we have the 5 of Chalices. Wow. So there's so much self-doubt here, and I feel for group number 3 that this is very much so kind of derived from past experiences of disappointment, past sadness, past depression, even for some of you guys, past failures. Some of you guys really may have been it's almost like you guys, so the way this is being shown to me is like you guys may have went to college previously and either dropped out or had to leave for some reason, and it's like this feeling of failure that is causing you to not want to try again, to not want to continue your studies, to not want to continue working on your skills, and not want to continue growing in some way, shape, or form. And you are coming into a time where you're being activated and initiated into like a higher learning. time of your life, whether this be going back to school or a higher learning of spirit or of your higher self even. That's going to be different for everybody, but there's an energy here of you guys going back to this higher learning, going back to connection to this knowledge in some way, shape, or form. Uh, Learning how to create something new, learning how to hone your skills, learning how to advance in some way, shape, or form for group number 3. And with that, with this ability to advance, you are really awakening this third eye, awakening your ability to create a vision, to be able to see into the future, to be able to see that the future has things in store for you instead of believing that you are going to be in the same place for the rest of your life out of this fear of moving forward. So there's a fear of advancement, a fear of awakening, a fear of learning potentially that you guys are overcoming at this time. So let's get some more cards for group number 3. And I'm not saying like that you guys never learn anything or never advance, but there is a big blockage that is being cleared in this area that maybe you didn't even know was there. We have grateful optimism, joyous view of the future. Look at that. Yes, you guys are changing the way you look towards the future. And we also have balance coming in here, stability and standing firm. And for me, this is really speaking of this ability to stay grounded while you project yourself into your future, this ability to stay grounded while you work with the higher power, while you work with your higher self, or while you work with spirit or the divine through these activations, or while you work with your third eye activations, or while you work with awakening to your light. For some of you guys, you are just awakening to the fact that you are a light worker or a starseed or a healer of some sort. And there's really a need to stay very grounded as you go through this process of awakening to your power, of awakening to yourself, to who you really are. Wow. And then we have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. We have both fives. We have the Five of Flames and the Five of Chalices here. This is emotional energy. This is spiritual energy. This is the physical energy with the crystals here. There is definitely this sense of karma here, karmic connections, karmic union coming in here, that you guys may have experienced a lot of karmic connections throughout your life, and this is because it has been leading you to this awakening of self. And we also have this polarity here, and we have balance here, and there is again this energy of opposites attracting. Interesting. So for some of you guys, you are attracting something outside of you, or you have been attracting something outside of you that is like the opposite of what you actually desire. And this is because you're manifesting out of fear of lack, or out of sadness or depression, or kind of manifesting out of what you feel like you don't have, or that you don't have anymore. Really a lack of motivation and a lack of energy, a lack of inspiration. Creative blocks may have really been playing a significant role in your life up until the time that you've come to this video, and you guys are balancing that energy out, and you guys are awakening and being initiated into a purpose, into a path, into your light worker energy, into the ability to recognize this light worker energy. Wow. The bottom of the deck here is empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Okay, see, and this energy of you guys attracting like the opposite of what you want, this is because you guys are manifesting from emotions and thoughts and energy that isn't yours. You guys are empaths. You absorb other people's energies. So other people may really drain you in very different ways, but they may really, really drain you and leave you feeling unmotivated, unenergetic, leave you feeling sad and depressed, leave you feeling like angry. Even for some of you guys, there's a need to protect yourself and your energy from your environment at this point in time. For group number 3, it's very, very important that you protect your energy and you don't allow others to alter your energy. You don't allow other people's emotions or thoughts or other people's life affect you. So protections being very significant for you guys. Very, very important protections and grounding, allowing yourself to give the earth back all of the energy that isn't yours. So you may have to do this like multiple times a day, starting out, grounding yourself, releasing excess energy or anything that isn't yours. So let's get some tarot here. We have the Ten of Swords. Yes, there is a cycle closing, especially in relationships, a cycle closing in the way you communicate and connect to other people, a cycle coming into closure in the way you trust. So trust issues may have been very significant for you guys up until this point. That energy is coming to a close for you guys. Being taken advantage of. Really, the biggest energy here is just not being able to trust yourself or others. So you may have had some relationships where people betrayed you, or you may have betrayed other people. Let's be honest here. But there's a closure coming, some sort of closure coming for group number 3. Our next card here is the Six of Wands. This is victory. This is success. This is overcoming this conflict in creation. This is overcoming this lack of motivation, this creative block, this manifestation. So you guys are really going to be coming into a great sense of power, and taking your power back from all of these past situations that you have given it to, all of these past relationships that you have given it to, by allowing how you were betrayed or allowing how you were affected to help you make decisions now, or to feed the fear so that you can't move forward. I hope this is making sense for you guys here. Let me... Okay, and then we have the King of Swords. Yeah, so there is definitely like a decision that has to be made here, like a final decision, a decision to move forward. That you guys are, you may be in this energy right now, where you are really kind of contemplating your life, where you are really looking at things and deciding to let go of it, deciding to let go of your past, deciding to let go of what no longer serves you. And not in a way where you are running away from it, but in a way where you accept it and accept that you have to move from where you are at currently and not from where you feel like you should be. So this is, I feel you guys being like in a very heavy energy coming into this reading, and there's a need for you guys to know that this heaviness is being lifted. You guys are being activated, awakening, initiated into this new cycle that is much lighter. Our next card here is Justice. And this is all about balance. Again, we have the balance, we have the polarity, we have the karmic relationships. With Justice here, this is Libra energy. This is... So we have a lot of air energy here as well coming in now, but with this is the karmic justice. This is the balancing of the scales. This is getting back what you give. This is the choices and the consequences. This is understanding what you have to offer people as well, and understanding how you affect other people as well as how other people affect you. I feel it's very significant for group number 3. The way that you affect other people and the way other people affect you being very, very significant, in a place that you need to focus in order to understand the emotions and the thoughts that you have been going through. And then we have the Eight of Wands coming out on top of the Six of Wands. Yeah, see, once you break through this conflict in creation, once you can really break through this lack of energy, this lack of spiritual connection, this lack of inspiration, once you really break through this, and you are going to break through this, I don't really feel like it's a question of if, it's a question of when. The longer that you resist it, it may prolong this cycle or this activation, but it's going to happen either way for you guys. You are awakening in a very powerful way, and you are overcoming this creative blockage. But once you break through this Five of Flames energy, this conflict in purpose, this conflict in motivation, this conflict in intention and why you do the things you do, you're going to be receiving a lot of messages, a lot of downloads, a lot of guidance, a lot of inspiration, coming in to help lead the way for you, to help point you in the right direction, to help show you where you need to go. And not, it's coming in to help you guys move down a new path instead of letting you move down the same path that you've been moving down already. So you guys are being guided away from something that you've been interacting with, and you may already know what that is. For group number 3, you guys are being asked to let something go, to release, to make that decision that you may have been thinking about for a while now even. And then we have the Five of Cups again. So whatever this is that you guys are meant to release, you're really holding on to it out of fear of, it's like heartbreak here. So for some of you guys, it could be a romantic partner, or you may be still holding on to a romantic partner that you had previously in your past, and there's a need to make the choice to move on from it instead of sitting in this emotion. There's like this energy here of really needing to make the decision to move on with your life, to look forward, to continue moving instead of staying where you are, because feeling this way is better than feeling like you don't have them at all. It's like you guys still feel connected to whatever this is through this sadness. And because of that, it's like you're scared to move on from the sadness, because that's like the final release. That is like the final connection, the last connection you have to this person. So there's like some sort of grieving happening here. Whether this person is still here in the physical realm or if they have passed on is potentially something that will resonate with some of you guys. This could be somebody that you like that physically passed away, that you lost, that has caused a lot of grieving, a lot of emotional distress, a lot of depression, a lot of confusion in direction, a lack of movement in your life. And for some of you guys, this is just somebody that you're no longer with, but there is this energy of very heavy grieving coming in here, even though you guys are able to see all of the ways that you weren't meant for each other. It may have been very intense. It may have been very real, you know, when you guys were together, a very intense love, very intense connection, but it has faded and it is time to move on. So for those of you that are resonating with this reading, this loss is, I feel, really what's causing this anger here, okay? And as this anger lifts, you will know that you're healing. So there's a need to be aware, again, of this anger, of this resentment, of this aggression, whatever it is for you. Really a need to focus on healing this. Even if you can't focus on letting go of the past, letting go of this connection, there's a need to focus on healing the aftermath of it. And as you heal emotionally, as you heal from the emotional state that you are currently in, you will begin to feel this heaviness lift. You will begin to realize that you will be okay. You will begin to realize that you deserve more in your life. You will be inspired. You will be motivated. Your energy will lighten. You guys are healers, and you may be emotional healers. You, with the empath energy, you may be light workers who are meant to help other people heal from grief. You may even be mediums, and that may be this Eight of Wands coming in here, where you receive kind of spiritual downloads or messages from passed on loved ones, or messages from other spirits, or from like other people's higher selves potentially. And this may be really where you help heal other people emotionally. But you guys are definitely light workers here, and you're being activated into that. On the bottom of the deck here, we have the Star, and this is hope, renewal, healing coming in for you guys. So subconsciously, whether you realize it or not, you are moving towards healing. You are moving towards success, towards happiness, towards even like a physical healing. For some of you guys, healing of the physical body with this healing of this heavy emotional energy. So let's get some more cards here. We have River of Blessings, releasing constraints. Look at that, releasing constraints. There is going to be a flow of resources, of happiness, of victories coming in here to really help get you motivated and help get you moving, to get you into a more optimistic state, for you to be able to look forward instead of looking at what you don't have anymore. You're going to be more excited about what you do have, what is possible. And then we have wisdom, learning, joy, and art and music. So I feel for you guys, again, this energy of learning coming in here, this energy of going back to school, or learning, or honing your skills, or building your skills, or building your knowledge, building your kind of repertoire, being recognized for what you're capable of doing. Some of you guys going back to school, or really kind of contemplating that idea, or there's just some sort of study coming in here that's going to help you progress. So for those of you whom have been thinking about going back to school, or studying a particular area, or taking like an online course, or whatever it is for you, this is a big yes. Do this, because it is going to help you move through this awakening. It's going to help you heal. It's going to help you progress in your life. So let's go ahead and get you one final message for group number 3. So the card we have here is Inner Worlds. Your external world is a reflection of your inner world. Yes. And for group number 3, if you guys, have really been struggling with lack of motivation, if you've really been struggling with creative blocks, if you've really been struggling with depression, or grief, or grieving, or sadness, I feel like your external world is definitely reflecting this in your relationships, in your home. There may be clutter, there may be a lack of, even like a lack of cleanliness, the inability to get up and clean your house properly, the inability to get up and do the chores, or to do anything extra. It's definitely reflecting to you. So if you guys can't see it within yourself, there's a need to look around you and see where your environment is reflecting to you the parts of yourself that need to be healed. But these are the messages that I am seeing for my beautiful group number 3. If this resonated with you, please hit that like button, comment down below, let me know how it resonated, let me know what other kinds of videos you guys would like to see. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.